What's up, class of 2022 Business Management Foundations? My name is Nick, and on behalf of my group, I'd like to present to you this amazing video that'll inform you about the different techniques, different strategies, and different things you should do during and before and after an interview, because almost 50% of people fail during their interviews, and only 36% of people will get the job after their interviews. So if we can give you a little bit extra percentage in those, I would call not pretty good odds of getting a job, if we can give you better percentages and ways to help you get the job and get your life going, then we will, and this is how we're gonna do it.
Hey, let's go.
You got this. You're the best speaker ever. Stay true to yourself. Be confident.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it!
All right, so in Amy Cuddy's TED Talk, she discusses how important it is to fake it until you make it. And that basically just means, like, even if you don't think you have the ability to do something, if you can pretend that you have that confidence, you can get through things. So the whole idea is to pose or like just stand powerfully in front of a mirror or somewhere you can see yourself to build up that confidence for your speech.
Caitlin is now taking the time to write a follow-up email after the interview.
Thank you for taking the time to interview with me at Target. It was a pleasure speaking with you and learning more about the sales position. I was very interested to learn about your leadership roles. I am very excited about the prospect of joining your company. Please advise on the next steps on whether there is anything you need from me in the meantime. I look forward to hearing with you. Thank you, Caitlin.
Nice.
Making a positive impression post-interview is crucial to success. This may include a simple email or phone call to your potential employee to express your gratitude for their time. A survey conducted by Top Resume confirmed that a job candidate's thank you note or lack thereof impacts their chances of landing the job. When asked after interviewing a candidate, does receiving a thank you note / email impact your decision-making process? 68% of hiring managers and recruiters replied that yes, it matters. In fact, nearly 1 in 5 interviewers have completely dismissed a candidate because they didn't receive a thank you note or email after the interview.
Writing an email, it's important to include to reintroduce yourself in a professional manner, ensure that your subject is professional and eye-catching. Thank the interviewer for their time, be specific with details that you found interesting. Then you want to reiterate your strong assets and what you bring to the workplace. Ask again the next steps of the process to offer your help in the hiring process, and have polite and professional sign off with an appropriate name.
Most commonly, you're going to meet your employer during an interview, so you're going to want to nail it when you first meet that person. And here is how to do that.
Hi, my name's Will. I'm here for an interview. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me today.
Yep.
When you walk into an interview, make sure to shake the interviewer's hand prior to sitting down. When you sit down, sit with your back straight while slightly leaning forward. This shows that you're interested in what is being said. Resting your hands on your lap or resting your hands on a table is a good way to show that you're open and that you trust the interviewer. During an interview, avoid crossing your arms at all times. This is seen as a defensive position and can show that you are uncomfortable during an interview. Something to avoid during an interview is fidgeting. Fidgeting not only shows how nervous you are, it also displays untrustworthiness. The most common fidgeting bad habits are tapping your fingers on a desk, playing with your fingers, tapping or shaking your leg, and darting your eyes across the room. Keeping good, natural eye contact is something to do while not fidgeting. Shaking or bouncing your leg shows that you're nervous, but it also could give a bad first impression towards your employer. And lastly, don't downplay your abilities or achievements. Showing off what you can do is important for letting an employer know what you are capable of.
Interest tests are important, so before considering a career, it is important to do some self-reflection and research to determine what is the best fit for you. That isn't to say you can't pursue and succeed in a career that does not completely align with your career survey results. It'll mean that you may be lacking in some traits that are a piece of the puzzle for that job. In situations where you have similar technical skills and knowledge to other potential hires, Your soft skills are a driving factor in whether you land a job or not. This is because it is possible to teach new employees new skills, but difficult to teach communication skills to new hires. Exploring careers is important, but finding the right one for you can be tricky. Davenport has Pathway U assessments that will use your interests and values to show you possible career paths. You can schedule an appointment with your career coach and ask about taking the strong interest inventory. There are 6 personality types when looking at Holland codes. They include realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. Some personal surveys that you can take on your own are the ONET Interest Profile, Kingdomnality Personal Preference Profile Test, the Learning Style Quiz, Personality Lab Quiz, Extroversion or Introversion Test.
Before an interview, it is crucial to dress the part. There are many different ways you can dress for an interview, and there are many wrong ways you can dress as well. It's important to use your research that you have done before this job to dress correctly to increase your probability of getting the job. For women, it's important to avoid wearing flip-flops, wedge sandals, ripped jeans, or shorts. Tank tops, halter tops, sandals, strapless tops, and dresses, and athletic attire like yoga pants and sneakers. Employers will pick this stuff apart, and your chances of securing that waitress position will be as gone as Will Smith and Chris Rock's relationship. When dressing for an interview, females should wear dress pants, pencil skirts, knee-length dresses, blazers, neutral or light-colored blouses, sweaters, cardigans, tights, and suits are all acceptable forms of interview attire. For men, it's a little easier to dress for an interview. You can typically wear a nice jacket, a suit depending on which job you're interviewing for, nice jeans, and a button-up, or appropriate quarter zip. Avoid wearing athletic clothes unless you're interviewing for a job where that is typical work attire. Sweats you should avoid. Bedhead and crazy-looking hair, hats, and stained clothing or wrinkled clothing is what you should avoid as well. Thank you for watching our video on preparation for an interview. We wish you the best of luck in your future interviews.